Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooth Gaming. It's episode 4, and joins me again is Connor Grobbel. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Once again, super excited to be back. And man, do we got a lot of shit to talk about this week.
A lot of stuff going on. It's a packed news segment today. We're also going to talk about what we've been playing and if we've enjoyed it or not. And then we have 2 questions again, and for the first time ever, we have a call-in. That's pretty exciting.
Hell yeah, man. We got Kendall Williams. He's gonna call in, give us a little quick question.
Awesome.
And we're gonna be able to talk about that. You guys gonna be able to hear his question from him,
Yeah.
not us.
Awesome. All right, let's just get started. We got a lot to talk about. So, first segment of news: Cyberpunk 2077 refunds cost CD Projekt Red over $50 million. But the game was still a huge profit, netting the company over $250 million in profits. What are your thoughts?
I think that's pretty cool because there was so much hype around that game, and then when it came out, it was like such a huge flop. So
Yeah.
internally, I was like, "Oh, that game sucked and it didn't do anything." But it's still kind of crazy to see that they made almost $300 million
Yeah.
off of something that, by all rights, disappointed probably 80% of the people that played it.
Absolutely.
Even if they didn't get a refund and you played it, you're probably meh.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's smart on CD Projekt Red that they offered the refunds too, because not a lot of people took advantage, it seems like.
Yeah, I think on their end it was being super transparent, hey, all right, we see we fucked up,
Yeah.
do what you want with this,
Yeah.
play it and complain or just get your money back, wipe your hands
Right.
clean.
Yeah. Another number, CD Projekt Red wise, Cyberpunk wise, I saw was 13.7 million copies in a month and a half.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah, it's pretty wild actually. That's a lot of for how ass that game was. Like that's a lot.
It's like everybody heard it was bad and then just bought it to confirm what they had
Yeah,
already heard.
exactly.
Shit. There's no way it's fuck. Yep,
Yeah,
it is that bad.
it is that bad. I honestly, I'm so exhausted. Even thinking about the game just because it was so hype for like months before it came out, and then it was like, wow, it's so bad, it's so bad. Like, I want them to just not talk about it anymore until it's a good game.
Yeah, just kind of let it sit there and stew because I remember even the months or so leading up to it coming out, our group chat was super fucking excited about
Oh yeah,
that. It was you know, everything. It was just so many questions and all these possibilities and then bam. It came
yeah,
out and it was a flop and then everybody was super pissed off and then it disappeared.
yeah. It is still not on the PlayStation Store.
Good shit.
Yeah, well,
Honestly.
yeah, good for PlayStation because that game is ass.
Yeah, fuck it,
And yeah, I don't know when it'll be good. Everything's pushed back. That game is just don't expect it to be good. I think ever.
Yeah, hey, I'm not waiting.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not holding my breath.
yeah.
I think my computer would light on fire if I tried to run it anyways, so.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Not pushing it, man. Not
yeah.
pushing it.
Our next news story I am not too familiar with.
So yeah, I can fill you guys in on this one.
So I'm very interested, though. I have to tell you.
So what this next segment about is the Olympic Virtual Series, the OVS. And so this is a kind of simulation based Olympic series where they're doing games. So they're doing games or simulations such as Powerful Pro Baseball, Zwift, and Virtual Regatta, which is an online sailing simulator. So basically, it's a really cool competitive sides to
Yeah.
a very niche side of esports,
Yeah,
like something you've never heard about before,
for sure.
but it's going to be broadcasted on the Olympic level. Me coming from the cycling background,
Yeah.
like I heard of this through Zwift. Zwift is a really cool, like, I guess you would call it like a simulator. It's like you can like hook your bike up to like a trainer. And Zwift is like a video game basically that takes your like power readings from
Okay.
your trainer and it like translates it into like a guy on screen,
Oh,
riding through New York or England or stuff like
wow.
that. So it's kind of cool and
Yeah.
it's like really popular. You can race other people.
Oh,
It's really like kind of like an online gaming community
yeah.
for cyclists. So it's cool, and I that's how I found out about the OVS, and I saw that they were doing some like some racing sims, and that was cool. They put in Gran Turismo, which I think is like
It's a racing game.
yeah, it is. It's been like super big for a really long time, and like a lot of people build these like crazy at home simulation setups to like go super hard and like have these track cars
That's
on a
awesome.
screen. And so it'll be like a really interesting side of gaming to see.
No, yeah. Twitch?
It will actually be on so Twitch, Mixer, all the streaming stuff. You can find it on YouTube, and then I believe it will be on like ESPN
Wow.
three, something like that. Like the lower level
Yeah,
sports broadcasting networks will have it on.
that's sick.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you for that. May 13th through the 23rd.
Yep, 10 days long. And it'll be pretty split up. I would say tune into the Gran Turismo and the virtual regatta because I looked at that and that's pretty badass.
I mean, it's to go through that effort for that.
Like, think
Yeah,
about a game simulating sailing a ship. Like,
I
that's a
can't.
lot of, like, you have to know a lot to even, you can't just, like, pick that game up.
Right.
So cool stuff, man. Cool
Yeah,
stuff.
that's awesome. All right. So Super Mario Party is this game on the Switch. Came out 2018.
All right.
I want you to know Mario Party I loved as a kid. And just playing with friends, right? So the Switch comes out and you can still play with friends in person, but you can't play any of the board games online with anyone
Oh, really?
until like I think 2 days ago they released an update, the first update ever in like 2 years that added online play.
Okay.
So that's pretty big cuz the game I think has sold like 15 million.
Yeah.
So it still sells really well, but I just don't know where it came from. Like I don't know where the update came from.
Yeah.
And Nintendo is just really weird, and it's just like I figured I'd mention it just because it is news, but also it's like
Wasn't
okay,
a super like urgent thing in any like
like we just
Mario
had given up
community.
hope, you know.
Yeah.
So it was just like hey, but again, thank you Nintendo, you were very weird.
Okay. It was just like something that had been on like a back burner for so long.
Yeah, like it has to be coming, right? But then they never said it was coming, and
Okay.
then yeah,
Yeah,
so
just kind of losing track of it,
I
but
guess so.
surprise.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hell
Very
yeah.
obscure, but yeah. And then, so PlayStation, after the weeks and weeks of bad press it has been getting, finally announced, I think because of Xbox, they're investing in indies, and they announced like 2 new studios to make AAA games. So the indies thing is kind of more Japanese based. It's a company in Japan. Excuse me. And it's I think it's good. They release a lot of good indies, I guess, on the Switch. So I assume since PlayStation's investing in them, they're gonna make good indies for PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So that's cool. The AAA studios, they should not have said anything. They didn't say anything about the games. Just that, hey, here's this thing.
All right. So it's like flex, but like we're not going to show you what we're doing with this, but like, hey, we just got this.
Exactly. Like, yeah, hey, we have these studios. They're working on something. We don't have a title. We don't have anything. Just know this creator's doing it.
Okay. and that's gonna be like like a proprietary game of theirs, you know? Like, is that gonna be uh, like,
It's probably gonna be just honestly single player exclusive.
okay,
They did announce something with a bunch of Destiny X devs that worked
all
at
right,
Bungie. They're making a like some probably like an Overwatch clone probably, or if it's a Destiny clone, they're dumb.
all right, yeah,
But something like this, something multiplayer.
that's cool.
So that'll be pretty cool. I'm glad they're doing that because, frankly, they need to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they need to shine some good light on themselves, you know,
yeah,
and good for them, you know, expanding and looking in the right direction for the future.
yeah. I'm gonna move on. Just because those studios, it just frustrates me more than anything that they even said anything. But it is good to know, I guess. Yeah. Fiscal reports came out 2 nights ago.
All right,
They're so we got some numbers from that. $3.3 billion profit from the Xbox division at Microsoft.
oof,
And I was just reading a thread of the stuff, and I guess that was the only thing that was ever said about Xbox. Microsoft like does not talk about them, other than that they make us lots and lots of money.
all right. So, like, other than like, what do you mean what do they leave out? Like, what do they not talk about? Like,
Oh, so
what
it's
could
like
they give us more details on when they give us
um
these reports?
units sold, stuff
Okay,
like that. Software sold, more Game Pass numbers, like more accurate because right now we're only going off like insiders
okay,
and just more stuff like that. And like just more little stuff because when we'll get into it like when I go over the PlayStation fiscal numbers and stuff.
yeah,
But the thread I was reading, so Microsoft was asked basically or reported the Xbox and then no follow-up questions.
okay,
And it's just interesting because Sony's fiscal reports, they spent like probably like 5 tweets at least, which is like 10 minutes of talking about PlayStation. So it's just Microsoft definitely cares. I just don't think the investors do of Microsoft.
okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. It does. It does. It just is interesting like
It
that they
makes
don't
sense
care.
why we see what we
Yeah, yeah,
see. You know,
absolutely. Yeah. It's just it's weird, man. Business is weird.
hell yeah, dude. Totally different side of it.
It is. Some more fiscal numbers. This is from Sony. PlayStation 5 sells 7.8 million units since launch. That is the fastest ever.
Damn.
Yeah, so for all the bad press, people still love their PlayStations.
They still bought them.
Yes, sir. 7.8 million. And the number, I didn't want to put it on this as fact, but the number I was looking up at work today for Xbox that I could find, they're not far behind. They're at like 6.5.
Okay.
So very close still.
Toe to toe. I mean, like, when you just talk about like those big numbers off of like release, it just makes me think of like the hype that was behind both of the consoles when they dropped.
Yep.
And like the PS5 was definitely like more hype
Oh,
behind
yeah.
it. It was like, oh, do you like the PS5? Like, I swear, like my grandma was asking questions like, did you get a PS5?
Right,
Like,
right.
no,
No,
I didn't, and I never will.
damn.
Yeah.
But no, I PlayStation definitely has the mind share right now. That is not quickly, but that is fading. I think right now at least.
Yeah.
Like I said, Returnal comes out tomorrow. Very good reviews. I'm gonna be interested to see how players like it.
Okay.
I'm not playing that game.
Could you give us a little bit of like a bite-sized info
Yes,
on
I
that?
can.
You know?
So it is a roguelite game. So basically, uh, it you start off this game every level's procedurally generated. So they're gonna do the same exact thing every single time, like the enemies.
All right.
You go in through the thing. I think it's like 10 worlds, all different, and you go in. But if you die, no matter where you're at, there's no saving in the game.
Oh,
No saving at all.
sounds terrible.
So when you die, you start at the very, very, very beginning of the game, no matter what. You could be at the last boss, no save if you die. And it could take you. So basically, this is why I'm not playing
It
it. It's just
sounds like hell.
exactly.
Especially for somebody that's easily frustrated like myself.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
think that would be good for my mental
Me
health.
either. Me and
Well,
every
I know it would not be good for my
yeah.
mental health.
And JJ and Amir are clowning me like you just not don't like hard games, and I'm like, no, it's not like I respect it. It's like I respect my time more though.
That's fair. I don't know. I just respect like my fucking heart health
Yeah,
or
no,
like
for real. Because
like
you do you, like, and I was reading the reviews. Like people say that they you have to set aside like time because you can't turn your PlayStation off. You can't put it in rust mode because there's no saving.
it
So
sounds like some like shit you would have to do on like PS1 or
yeah,
like when you were playing like trying to get like a super high round of zombies or
yes.
something. Like why do you have to do that in 2021?
Why? That's the thing, and it's not interesting. It's honestly awful. I hope it sells well. I hope it does well just because that's cool. And I
Yeah,
hope those people like that. That's not for me. I will break myself if I play that game. I can't do it.
don't do that.
Yeah. Along with another game coming out tomorrow that's Nintendo is a Pokemon Snap. Uh
Ooh,
do you know about the old one or are you familiar with it?
I am not. No, could you enlighten me?
Yes, I can. So it was a game that came out on N64.
All right.
It's basically just a Rails game and you go around like these islands in Pokemon World and you are taking pictures of Pokemon.
Oh.
Yeah. And it sold 5 million copies on the N64.
Oh.
And all you do is take pictures. This one's yeah, so that's the N64 one. And people have so much nostalgia and love for it. That was before my time.
I wish you people could see my face right
Yeah, I
now.
do too. This is funny, dude. No,
'Cause
seriously, you
that's
take
fucked,
pictures. I want you to
man.
watch some gameplay. That's all you
Wow.
do. And with this one, so this one, same thing, a lot prettier, but same thing.
Is that like what inspired like a generation of bird watchers or something?
No, yeah, I
dude,
don't know.
what?
It's fucked. Like I asked Megan, my and
Oh, that's some shit Megan's
I
into for
no,
sure.
dude. I asked her. I'm like, "Are you getting Pokemon Snap?" She's like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Good, like, good." I told her what it was, and I'm like, are you interested?" She's like, "I don't think so."
Okay.
Like,
Damn,
and
I thought that would be some Meg shit.
so this is what's fun. That is a $60 game, $60.
Oof.
The campaign is 5 hours long.
That's terrible.
Yes.
They're like they're beating people over the head with that thing, dude.
They're gonna sell.
No wonder they want to fucking release that. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, they're gonna sell so much money.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, and it's crazy because no first party Nintendo game on the Switch has sold less than 11 million copies.
Damn.
So yeah, and the highest selling game on Switch, which is Animal Crossing, it's Mario Kart actually, and it is at 36 million.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now, do you know off the top of your head, just like a ballpark number, how many Switches you think have like
Oh,
sold?
yeah, I can actually look it up. They reported their numbers not too long ago either.
Because I would be really curious about that. Because if
It's gonna blow your
Mario
mind.
Kart is 36 million, I would have to imagine that's like pretty close to like, I'm saying a third of the people that bought Switches
Yeah.
bought
All
Mario
right.
Kart.
They just reported it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So hardware wise, Switch has been out 4 years, mind you. Twitter, yeah, 2017, 4 years. 98 million Switches have been sold in that time frame.
That's fucking badass, man.
Yeah, it is only 20 million behind the PS4, which has been out since 2013.
Damn.
Yeah,
Wow.
people are buying Switches like candy.
So it's really my ignorance that has always underplayed the Switch. Up until like myself owning a Switch, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, yeah, you know,
Yeah,
a Switch.
it
But
takes the world by storm, man.
oh my God, a Switch. Like, that's crazy.
It's wild. It is wild. thank you for that question because yeah, Nintendo's wild. I I love Nintendo. The Switch is going through like kind of a drought first party wise.
Okay.
So there's not much to play
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
And
that's fair.
that is what and also the new consoles like shit on the Switch and it makes me not want to play it that much.
Just wait till the Switch Pro, man.
Yeah,
Wait
that's
till
all
the
I'm gonna
Switch
say
Pro,
to
man.
that. That's all I'm gonna say.
You
Yeah.
never know. Could switch it up.
Ooh. All right. Let's go on to what we've recently been playing and if we're enjoying it or not. Go ahead. What have you been playing, Connor? I'm interested.
All right, so like always playing my Warzone, and I'm gonna get to like a little bite-sized clip of that.
Okay.
But I wanted to highlight another thing that I've been playing a lot of recently, or kind of more so just doing in my free time, is it's called Aim Lab. It is a free to play Steam-based aim training game. And it's really badass because you spend about 10 minutes a day in that, before you get on a FPS game of your choice. Um, and it really, really makes a difference. It trains you on your tracking, your flicks, just your overall accuracy, and just like a bunch of like fundamental stuff for like PC aiming. When you make the switch from console to PC, like I did, it can be really, really frustrating.
Yeah.
It just honestly makes you like hate it for a little while. Um, Aim Lab was a thing that like I became super loyal to when I made the switch, and I've never like let up
Okay.
because I feel like it just kind of like it like limbers me up before I get
Yeah,
on.
that's your warm up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is my warm up. Like most people say like, "Oh, first game, it's my warm up." Like, no, Aim Lab is my warm
And
up.
then your first game is your first damn game. Get in
Yeah,
the fucking game.
and I'm coming out hot and I'm not
Yeah.
missing my shots, cuz I'm
Facts.
ready. And I don't know, I just really can't preach that enough. I really wish there was a great alternative or like something like that for like console players because I think it makes a huge difference for me. Like I know it makes a huge difference for me cuz I see it like every match,
Yeah.
if I don't do aim lab to warm up before I play, I am rusty for a little bit. But if I do aim lab, I'm fucking on point.
I'm gonna look in to see if there is an aim lab on console.
I don't know if it would be by the exact same name, but there's
Mhm.
gotta be some aim training shit because like
Yeah.
I would just find it really hard for there not to be. It's like such a necessity kind of in my mind.
Yeah. And like um FPSs are better on PC. I will say that before I say this, but most players are on console. So it's interesting that if there is not, that there isn't.
I just think it's something like that it's kind of like a weird advantage. Like it's not like a super big advantage,
Yeah.
but I would say it's an advantage like because solely of the fact that like I don't think console has like a super big like option for aim training,
Yeah.
like PC you can like grind your aim and like just have like superhuman aim and then that translates to like any game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. It's pretty cool. I've been playing it. I've been enjoying it
Yeah.
recently, so I
I was
had
gonna
to
say.
mention it.
Yeah.
And to follow that up, like I mentioned before, some Warzone, right? The new map came out, quote unquote new map. Not really. It's a new skin of the old map, and it's fun, right? It's a little bit different. It's cool. It's not same old Verdansk, but it's, uh, it's really not fucking doing it for me.
mm. Oh.
And I do enjoy it, so I'm not gonna say like I don't enjoy it, but
Okay.
like it's like you guys have had a year and a half of this, like, and you don't change the points of interest. You don't change anything. Nothing changes or gets swapped out.
Yeah.
nothing changed or got swapped out this time, really, in my mind, nothing big enough. And
So
so it's a change, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
what can they do with the new map? Do you think anything? Or new map quotes?
Like, how could they make it better, you're
Yeah,
saying? Well, in my opinion, why it's bad is because it's not fundamentally new.
because it's Verdansk.
So it's like the old phrase of like polishing a turd.
Yeah.
Like you can like
Oof.
make it really shiny, but like it's still shit, man. Like,
Ooh.
it is still, and Verdansk wasn't shit, but like
It's
it's
the same
stale.
thing, man. Yeah.
Okay, it's stale. So at that point, it's like I'm just gonna play Rebirth Island over any sort of like true full battle royale because like fuck it, Rebirth Island is way more engaging, and that's newer
Yeah.
than the battle royale
And,
is.
and Rebirth is just it's faster. It's like shit can go different ways. You know what I'm saying? You'll obviously where we land in, but the way like the game ends can change rapidly.
It's very dynamic. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's never like the same thing. It's not boring. It's changing up every single time. And I think that's super cool. Like, do
Yeah.
the points of interest change? No, obviously not. But like the game itself rarely ever is predictable because like people play so many different ways and you got 40 people running around a small ass little
Yeah.
spot. So it's fun, and I like Rebirth a lot more right now, and to me that's upsetting because like I always used to love playing the big map like quads in Verdansk.
Okay.
um but it's just that's over right now.
Yeah.
That's
It's dead.
dead and gone.
That's tough.
It's not coming back.
Yeah. And ooh, it's not coming back.
I don't think it will. I think it's like always gonna be popular, stream culture, big game, but like it would be a lot cooler if they like came out with a new map, man. That would
That's
just
all you
be a
guys
lot
are
cooler.
asking for is the thing, though. And my whole thing is, don't they have their own development team?
Yeah, they do. And I don't know. It's a lot, like it is not like a small
No, no.
thing to ask for realistically, but it's like
That's par for
I
the
just
course.
think like it could happen. Like, all right, PUBG's been out for a while now, but they have a lot of fucking maps now.
Okay.
They have like 3 or 4, and it's really cool to like change it out, because like if you're not like a super frequent player, like it keeps it really fresh, and then you're like, well, damn, that was fun, but I didn't really know exactly what I was doing. Let's put some more time into it,
Yeah.
So I don't know, just kind of frustrating, man. I'm happy with it, and it's cool that they breathe some more life into it. But I think most people will agree that just should have been new from the ground up, brother.
Yeah. I agree with you. Just from what I've read online and stuff, people do not seem to be happy with it.
I don't know. It can be so great and it's so popular, and I don't see it dropping off anytime soon.
Right.
But like for me personally, it might,
Okay.
which is sad to say.
That is sad. I'm really sorry. I know you love that game.
It's all right, man. We're still gonna play it tonight, but fuck
Yes,
it.
we are. But fuck them.
All right, let's go over to you.
Are you sure?
I know you got some hot shit on the burner for us,
I
so
do.
let's hear.
This is tough right now. I have to fess up on the mic. Jordan Farr, I am sorry.
Oh.
Nier Automata is very, very, very fun. I don't know if I'm fucking with the story like they are. It's cool. The story's definitely like not boring, but they're like making it seem like it's all this like holy awakening, like great shit. No, it's cool. It's keeping me entertained while I'm fucking robots up.
Yeah.
And that's all I need. The fighting is awesome. It's a fun ass game for sure. My
Okay.
I do have issues. I don't need to see
Yeah,
that
you do.
chick's. Yeah, yeah. I don't need to see that chick's ass 2B every single time. I need to do a combo. That's weird. I'm sorry.
You did point that out to me, and that is a little bit suspect.
It's just weird, man. It makes me uncomfortable, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, it also made me quite uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's just weird, man. I'm sorry. And then just other issues. It's an older game. It's 2017, I think. So, just like little stuff I'm not used to, anymore in recent games. I wish it was faster. I wish I could run faster personally in the game.
All
Just
right.
just little tweaks like that. I do have to say though, soundtrack is a fucking banger.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So that makes me interested. I would check it out because of that.
Yeah. Check the game out if you want to play it. If you don't, I won't blame you, but definitely listen to the soundtrack. They're all on like Spotify and shit. So
Okay. Well, I'll do that first.
yeah, for sure. Soundtrack slaps.
Sounds good, bro. But
Yeah.
like you're a big Smash guy, so when you say like the fighting is good, like um what do you mean? Like
Oh yeah.
the way works, like mechanics
Yeah.
wise, like how the players fight, or the way it looks, or like give us a little.
Yeah, I'll give you a little taste of what I'm. So
Yeah.
it's basically a combo orienting game. It's sweetest combos you can do, kind of. Okay, I don't want to say that's how you're supposed to play it. That's how I'm playing it
Okay.
because it's
That's
by
fair.
these developers that made this game, Bayonetta, and that's how that game is. So that's how I'm playing it. But what it's like is, yeah, I'm on this journey. I don't. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm meeting these robots on Earth. I'm like trying to defeat them, and basically you run into these things, and if they don't attack you, they're friendly, and so that's cool. I won't hurt you.
Yeah.
But when run into these like titans, basically, and oof, and basically it's a bunch of like button mashing a little bit, but if you do stuff the right way, you can like take out this sword, like whip it around this thing's neck, take it down,
Oh
and then
damn.
you can build like different builds of your 2B. Like
Okay.
right now I'm like a brawler, so I'm up front.
Yeah.
And I have that sword basically, but you can be a range, you can get this sick ass bow and arrow, and you can get like different kinds of arrows to do it
Oh
with
yeah.
that. So it is very unique. I've been brawler mainly. I'm probably 5 hours in. I've been brawler mainly most of the way. I've showed him that the game is gonna make me switch up,
Yeah.
and but yeah, the game is sick. I want to experience the different builds. So the thing with the story, you're supposed to replay it like 8 times to get the full meaning of the story.
Pardon me?
You're supposed to replay it like 8 times to get the full story because
Oh, I thought I misheard you.
no, yeah, each character I guess has their own little story, and I'm good on that.
All right.
So I'm just gonna play the best one that the reviewers said to play.
Okay.
But yeah, 8 times, I'm good. And then
Holy shit.
yeah, game's good. Play Near Automata if you haven't, if you like those kinds of games. Um, I've also been playing a little bit of Minecraft Dungeons with Megan, and that's like a dungeon crawler. It's pretty cool. It's go ahead.
Really?
Yes.
It is?
It's fun. You're doing nothing. It is mindless fun to put on while you talk about like shit.
So like I'm not gonna hate on
Mhm.
Minecraft,
No, fuck Minecraft.
but like I'll never say that I've been
Yeah.
what entertained while
Yeah.
playing it.
Yeah. So okay. Minecraft, fuck Minecraft, the original game.
Okay.
Minecraft Dungeons is like a spin-off. And it's like a dungeon crawler with like a story behind it and like these missions you do.
Oh,
So I'm cool with that. But
that sounds
fuck
better.
yeah,
Yes.
fuck Minecraft forever. Sorry to all the little kids.
Yeah, for real.
I really am, but that game's terrible. But Minecraft Dungeons no, so it's basically it's a looter diver thing basically. So you're trying to get loot throughout these dungeons, boss your character up, make your way through these dungeons. They all have different biomes, different enemies, and you have to approach like each dungeon a different way. And you
Yeah.
get these like little like magical spells. Like I have fire, Megan has ice, and if you do it together, they like form this giant explosion, and it wipes out like half the map.
Okay.
And that helps out a lot. And it's just cool. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably play it like when we're doing nothing, you know?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't have many games that I can just like super casually play.
Okay.
So something like that's interesting, like the Switch is something that I can more casually play now.
Well, to tell you, sir, Minecraft Dungeons is on Game Pass and it is crossplay.
Oh,
And it is on Switch and it is crossplay.
hmm. Well, I will think about
Just
that
look up gameplay first. Yeah,
for a
for sure.
while
For sure. For
and
sure.
get back to you
It's
on
20
that.
bucks.
Not bad, not bad. That's very digestible, like
It
a
is.
$20 title is super easy to talk your friend into if you're a good salesman.
Yeah, and they still like update it every probably other month or so and add new like dungeons. So it's cool. And yeah, it's cool. It's on Game Pass, so I didn't pay anything.
Yeah, and that's what matters.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go Game Pass, go.
Exactly, brother. So, we have a Q&A here. We have our first call in.
So yeah, we'll put it up for you guys. Here is a call from Kendall Williams. Came in with a little question, and he wants to know about competitive gaming and whether it should be done at a TV or a desk. So here's a question, and we'll let it play. All right. So we heard Kendall's question, David. What do you think, man? What do you think for the competitive gamer? TV or desk setup with a monitor? And
Oh,
I think this is a pretty great time to ask you this question.
it is. So for our audience, I'm getting a monitor tomorrow to finally experience good gaming, I think, refresh rate and all that. As to Kendall's question, definitely I think go with the monitor. 100% go with the monitor.
Okay, so that desktop setup, you think
Definitely.
like being on top of a desk, like close proximity with the monitors, how you should competitively play?
Competitively, definitely. I think it'll give you the upper hand in most situations because I don't think most people play like that.
I would agree, man.
And just speaking from me, going from a TV to gaming more on a monitor, I can get back to you next week. But honestly, like I'm excited just because I've played on monitors because of Smash, and it's butter. It's just there's no way it doesn't make you better.
Yeah, and so I am a 100% desktop gamer, Kendall, and I think that it is the way to go because as David was saying, it is super buttery smooth, and I always feel locked in. I'm right on top of my TV. I'm immersed. I'm feeling ready and in tune. And I think there's something to be said for like TV gaming, like a couch, just really chill, like how you and Meg play sometimes. Ideal TV gaming. But for anything other than that, when you're trying to win anything
Yeah,
really,
you gotta lock in.
I feel like playing on a monitor is the way to go.
Yeah,
Why not?
absolutely.
It's like twice as fast.
And and that was the thing, Kendall. When you get your new Xbox, brother, oof.
Yeah.
I'll get back to you next week, man. But 120, I can't wait. I'll tell you what it's like, bro.
Hell yeah. Ooh, that would be dangerous for Kendall.
That's what I'm saying. Oof.
You would turn those 14 kill games into 24 pretty
For real,
quickly.
man. Ooh. Yeah, for real. But Kendall, definitely a desktop. Definitely. Our next question comes from Amir Irizarry. He wants to know, what do you think the next big update in Animal Crossing will have in it, and when will we get it? So, Animal Crossing. I've played for a very long time. I have 150 hours in that game.
Holy shit.
I also played all of that within the span of probably 4 months. So, I don't play that game anymore. I haven't played that game since like Thanksgiving, sadly.
Okay.
No offense, great game.
Yeah.
But to Amir's question, the game is stale, and that's probably why I left it. Even Megan doesn't play it, and Megan has like 300 hours in that game.
Yeah, I heard she's pretty diehard for that shit, man.
Yeah, and I even asked her, and because I asked her about this question, I wanted her input, and she's like, honestly, I don't know because I even stopped it. So I was just looking around, seeing what the temperature was in the Animal Crossing room.
That's tough because, like, I feel like that game solely made a lot of people buy a Switch.
Oh yeah, and people people will probably still love that game, and good for them. What do I think we'll have in it? I want them to fucking bring crops finally. Please let us farm our island. I know you're gonna laugh. I know, man. I want them.
It's all right.
I want them to like make it more of a living thing, as in like just give us more shit to do on our island.
Okay.
Because like you can, like you can do a lot. You can build anything. You can make anything any way you want. There's a lot of creativity, but like it's there's a lot of stuff you can't do. Like I don't know. I want to be able to just like get my hair cut, change my clothes better, get a better arrangement of that. Um, like I want to be able to fix the online. That shit takes 10 minutes to get to another person's island. No kidding. It's just there's so much that they need to do, and it's already been out a year. It's like some of this shit should have been figured out before you even released it. Like
That's totally fair.
yeah, and it's tough, and the game is still gonna sell like probably like 50 million copies before it's all said and done. It's already at 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, when will we get that update? That big update? Who knows, man? Nintendo's crazy. We might not get it for 2 years, you know. But they do release like smaller updates that add stuff. But no, I want that big chunky update. Change the fucking game. Change the map, maybe. You know, get
Yeah.
us some goddamn.
Hey, you know I'm a proponent of maps being changed.
Me too. Yeah, here I go, man. They need to do it. Expand it. Do something. Amir, I don't think you will go back to Animal Crossing, honestly, because I don't think they will update it before that. I'm sorry.
R.I.P. brother.
R.I.P. All right, so and that's about wraps us up for episode 4 of Gooth Gaming. Connor, thank you so much for joining me today. It was awesome, dude.
Hell yeah, man. Always good to have some conversation, share some opinions, and just talk about games.
Hell yeah, dude. It was awesome. As for our audience, thanks everybody for watching. Thank you so much for the love on that first video, guys. I love it. Be sure to just tell your friends about us, get the word out, let them know that if you want a cool, like laid back gaming podcast, this is it. And please contact us on social media. We'll leave our ats and stuff at the bottom, and send in questions. We would love to answer them.
Yep. DMs are open. Just shoot us what you're thinking. Don't be afraid. Let us
Absolutely.
know.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.